Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2015 Global Transformation Show. This is Connie, Avila-Von Leitner, and I am so happy to introduce our next star guest. I couldn't be more excited. She's an incredible worldwide Olympian athlete. She's an entrepreneur. She's a public speaker. She's an artist, and the list goes on and on. A singer-songwriter. Everyone, please welcome the one and only Siobhan Stoddart. How are you, Siobhan?
Hi, Connie.
It's so wonderful to have you on the Global Transformation Show. Thank you for coming on today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. I'm really happy that we finally got to get together so we can do our interview.
The global audience doesn't know that we went through a bit of a tech. I'm speaking live from Hollywood, California. Where are you at right now currently, Siobhan?
Right now, I'm in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, wonderful. We're not that very far from each other. That's very exciting. Now, listen, Siobhan, I know that you have a very powerful transformation journey to share with the global audience. But before we get into that, I want to kind of backtrack into your journey and how this all started. I did find today. I know that you had a great passion that started as a very young girl. Your mother was a hairstylist, and at the time, from what I understand, you started with that passion of entertaining, you know, the clients there at the salon. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Definitely, yes. When I was younger, at the age of 9 years old, my mother, her name is Yvonne Barnett. She's a hairstylist, and she lives in New York right now. And at the age of 9, I knew that I wanted to sing. I loved Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Toni Braxton, and every time my mother had a client, you know, doing their hair at the house at that time, I would always come in and ask, you know, do you want to hear me sing Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton? That was my time that I could have this perform in front of her clients at age 9. So, and I wasn't shy.
You know, that's really exciting to hear, Siobhan, because from what I understand, your mom was extremely supportive of your passion in singing. You started taking, you know, vocal classes at the age of 7, and we do have some commonalities, believe it or not, Siobhan, because I was a gospel singer for a long time, and I also started singing at a very young. Tell me a little bit about that. What was your passion like at the time, and what was your dream, you know, when you were a young girl? What was your thinking during that period of time?
Well, all I could remember is wanting to be just like Whitney Houston. When my mother signed me up for my voice lessons, that's what I told my voice trainer, Nigel Gretton. I said, I wanted to be like Whitney Houston. I started singing in church, and my voice trainer was actually the choir director. So I started in church, and with that vision to one day be like Whitney Houston.
You know what's so you at the time, and I myself too am a huge fan of Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and Toni Braxton. And I don't know if it's because I grew up singing gospel myself my entire life since I was a very young child, but I know that that started off as a passion for you, and you kind of, gained the respect and the love of the people in your town, and you started doing more things. You started performing at weddings.
Yeah.
For other people around your town.
Yes, I'm sorry. That last part?
Tell me about how you evolved from that 7-year-old child with a passion in your mother's salon to, performing at weddings and events at a later age.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely. I definitely was singing in a church choir, singing at weddings. I actually sang at my mother's wedding and different clubs in the community, taking every opportunity that I could get to get on stage. And I wrote my own song at the age of 9, and just trying to develop my sound.
That's really incredible because although you had these very powerful idols, you also were determined, to be your own unique artist and develop your own, image, if you will. Tell me a little bit about that because we all have someone that we look up to and that inspires us to be who we are. But what created that image that you are today as an artist?
Well, as a young artist, even though I looked up to Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, Toni Braxton, singing their songs and singing them pretty well, they're strong singers, and I like that about them. But I knew that for me to make my place in the music industry, I had to have my own sound. So then I started to write my own songs with my own flavor. And, today I definitely feel like I found my own sound and definitely have a place in the world of music with that.
That's fantastic. It's really great to hear that about you. I know that also just, as talented as you are in music and you started very young and now you've become, a very developed songwriter and, artist, you also had a second passion. And that passion was, in sports, and you became a professional athlete when you attended the University of South Carolina on a full scholarship. How did you develop that part of who you are today as a worldwide and one of the top 10 Olympic champions around the world?
Well, when I started running track in high school, I definitely realized that I had a talent. And, I asked my coach, I said, well, what's the highest level that I can be in track and field in my event? And he said the Olympic Games. My coach is Lee Paulette from Uniondale High School. And he said, well, the Olympics. And I said, well, I'm making not the Olympics, but he said the highest level was Olympics. And I said, well, I'm making the Olympics. And he said, well, Siobhan, that's like winning the lottery. And I said, well, I'm going to win the lottery, And from then, I just strived, I said, okay, well, I'm going to drop a second every year, and then I'm going to be at the Olympics and get gold. Well, it doesn't happen that easy. But I kept working hard. I went to the University of South Carolina.
Such a focused athlete like yourself today, because you started, I would say, with your, first Jamaican Olympic team in 2004, and then your second in 2008.
Yeah. Yes.
Develop the skills that you do and the training that it takes to make it to the actual Olympics.
Well, as far as the training and just making it to the Olympic Games, that was your question, right?
Yes, that's correct.
When my first Olympic game opportunity came around, that was 2004, and I said to myself, okay, this is my time that I could actually go after a team. That's when I made my decision of, okay, I'm going to run for the U.S. or Jamaica, which I chose Jamaica because, yes, I was born there and my family was from Jamaica, so I made that decision to do that. And that year when it came around for the Olympics, I was a junior in college, and all I had in my mind was that I'm going to make the Olympic team. And I did everything I could. I woke up in the morning. I went for extra runs in the morning and at night. And when I went down to that trials in Jamaica, I had it in my head that I was going to make it. And that's what brought me to my first Olympic games, making that first team, is because I had it so strong. And
Siobhan, that you never considered this dream of making it to the Olympics, impossible. A lot of people, I want to bring that up just a little bit because I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to watch this show, and they all have a passion and they all have a dream that they aspire to be. Now, for you to make it to one of the top 10 Olympic champions across the globe, it must have been tremendous amount of commitment, tremendous amount of focus. Where there was any time during that period of training, I can't make this, or this is tougher than I ever thought it would be?
No, not really. I knew that what I was going for wasn't going to be easy. So I knew that I just had to work hard at it, and even no matter, and I knew it wasn't going to happen fast, but I was dedicated, and that's what keeps me running until this day, going after my goal.
And might I add, Siobhan, that you must be making everyone in Jamaica extremely, extremely proud right now. I'm excited to have you on because I think you're a very powerful role model for the young people today, in today's world. The transformation process that you had to experience, that you had to go through to be who you are today. I want you to tell the young people, especially your age nowadays, a message of what it takes to make it and to fulfill their dream, especially you as one of the top 10 Olympic champions around the world.
Well, definitely I would say that you have to believe in yourself. When you have a goal and when it's placed in your heart and you feel like you can do it, I believe that God has placed that in your heart, and that means that you have the capability of achieving it. Anything that you're going after is going to take time. Well, anything that's worth it is going to take time, and it's going to take commitment. And you have to be your own cheerleader because things happen along the way, and you're going to need to have to believe in yourself when you're not able to get the support from others. I believed in myself and the dreams that I had, and I always aim high. And but my belief in myself has got me to where I am today.
That is correct. You had to overcome a powerful transformation process, as every Olympic champion. I know that you have a goal, Siobhan, that you want to meet, and I understand your goal is not only to be nominated for a Grammy, but to go for the third time for the gold medal. How do you feel about that?
Well, yes. With me going after going to my third Olympic Games, then I'm going for gold. Yes, I not only wanted gold on the track, but I also wanted it off the track. And with everything that I'm doing, I wanted to put a gold level standard to what it is that I'm doing, really giving value to my life. So yes, I'm going for gold on the track, and I'm also going for the highest level in music, I guess, too, and that would be, a Grammy. So, they're two big goals, and, I feel that I can achieve them.
Oh, absolutely. I have no doubt that you will be able to achieve that for the year of 2016. One of the things that captured my attention, Siobhan, about you as an Olympic champion and also a music artist is the fact that you have a message for young people and young women out there. Because there is a new release of a single that is about to happen. I want you to talk about that because it's not just as important as the release of your new single, Hot Girl, but there's also a message behind the title of that single. And I want you to talk about that with the global audience.
Well, yes, my single is called Hot Girl, and it's available now. If you go to my website, it's ShavonStoddard.com, and that's ShavonStoddart.com, and it's available for you to purchase. And if you purchase it, it's $2 or more, and that is like a donation to help me go to the Olympic Games. As an athlete, we're not, our sponsors and the people that help us is how we get to achieve our goals. So this Hot Girl song is definitely a single off the song. It just says that I'm the new hot girl on the scene. It says that I have goals and I'm going out there to do it, and watch me do it. So I feel like it's a song for anyone that has a goal that's going to do it, and you just got to be confident with it. So that's what Hot Girl means.
I think I love the title of your new single, Siobhan, Hot Girl. And the reason I love it so much, other than what it is, as a song, it's also because when people think of a hot girl, right, the actual image of the title, Hot Girl, you think of the superficial aspect of being a hot girl. But tell the global audience what a hot girl really represents.
Hot girl represents a girl that's on fire. She's going after her dreams with passion. She's confident, and she's going to achieve it. Everything that you say in the song is what you are. So hot girl is definitely, watch out for that girl because she's hot. She's on fire. She's doing her thing, and she's at the same time. So that's what hot girl means.
And let me just say, this new single release that you have, Hot Girl, it's a combination of your music, right, of pop and reggaeton. Can you tell the global audience about that? What do you think? How do you think it's going to influence those listening to this new single, Hot Girl?
Hot Girl is a pop, has a slight reggae feel to it. It's a slightly pop, slightly urban pop. It's just a confident song. It's a song that when you sing it, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel hot. You're gonna feel confident. So when I wrote the song, I said, "Oh, I like her. She's hot."
And let me ask you, what inspired you to write this song? I know you've been a writer for quite some time, a songwriter, and of course being performer and artist that you are now. Aside from having an inspiration of three powerful women, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Toni Braxton, who else has influenced you directly, Siobhan, that has encouraged you and led you to be this athlete, this professional athlete with worldwide recognition, and now a music artist with a new single release? Tell me.
Wow. Sorry. Okay, so I believe you said who influenced me to basically go after my dreams. And definitely, I would say my mother, my mother, she always wanted me to be the best that I could, and she always pushed me to be the best that I could. And even when I was younger, I couldn't understand why. She'd always say, if I got a 98 on a test, she'd say, well, you can get 100, you can do it, and I believe that helped to push me to be who I am today, because it helped me to strive harder and strive to be the best that I could.
I really love you giving your mother that type of recognition, because I always have a powerful influencer behind who I am as well. And we both know, Siobhan, following our dreams, we always have that one person that believes in us, even if nobody else does. That one powerful force behind us that believes in us no matter what, when no one else does, or maybe there's doubts in other people. For you, it was your mother. She was the strongest force in your journey in developing who you are today. For me, it was my father. I want you, as a public speaker, to give a message to the young people today about following their dreams and their passion.
Definitely for the younger generation.
Tell them how they
Definitely for the younger generation, I believe that we need more leaders. I believe that we need more role models, and just on a whole that people, we can do a lot better. And I think that right now, just with the younger generation, a lot of the things that I observe on television, I don't necessarily agree with. So just with younger kids, definitely for them to just be the best that they can be, so that they can influence other people to be the best that they can be, to believe in your goals, never to settle, and know your true worth.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better, Siobhan. I feel that the young people today are struggling. The reason I wanted to have you on my show is because you're a perfect example of what true and powerful transformation can do to change the life of an individual. We know that transformation does not happen overnight, correct? This is a process. That means that you developed who you are today as a worldwide recognized Olympic champion, and also as a developing performer and artist. It was a process of transformation that led you to be who you are today. And we want to encourage the young people out there that are looking at you as a role model, because I think you're a perfect example of a role model. It requires focus, it requires passion, it requires dedication. But it also, just like you mentioned before, and I strongly believe that in order to achieve anything at all, you must first and foremost believe in yourself.
Yeah.
I love that you're a wonderful role model for young people today. I know that lately, in the past year or so, I've been hearing a lot about young people committing suicide, a lot of young people that are depressed, and just most recently, Siobhan, lose their teenage daughter and committed suicide. Is there a message that you would like to give the young girls today?
Well, definitely when it comes to life, and just even the matter of suicide, it's all about us becoming better people on a whole. Learning to really love ourselves, and like I said before, being better role models, so that can transfer all around. you have to love yourself so you can love others, and so that you can learn how to treat others, so that we will, fill that area where we've become, sad, or disconnected with the world today. And I believe once we work on ourselves, we will be able to help others, and we can help that situation when it comes to suicide.
Today, in today's world, representing the young people. I think young girls today have to fear nothing. I have always said that I don't believe in the impossible, Siobhan. And I'm so excited about you. You don't even understand how excited I am to have you on this show. Because just earlier I asked you if there was ever any doubt in your mind that ever discouraged you, or you thought you could not do what you are doing today, and you said not really, no. And you know what? That was powerful. That was tremendously powerful, because growing up, I always felt the same way. Everything that I accomplished, when people doubted me, people laughed, people questioned me, I never questioned myself. In my mind, I always knew that I could accomplish everything, regardless of what anybody here in the interview, that you've got to believe in yourself. Even sometimes when your own immediate family doesn't believe in you, your closest friends, perhaps it's a partner, perhaps it's the community, you've got to stand tall and you've got to stand strong and say, this is my dream. This is my passion, and I've got to do whatever it takes to make this happen. Now, I want you, before we, come to an ending on the show, is there a transformation message that you want to give to the people today, to your people of Jamaica, to the people across the globe who are going to be watching this show today? What does transformation represent to Siobhan Starter?
Transformation means to me, to become a better person. Every day I work on myself so that I can be the best me that I can be. When I entered into this year, I said, let me reintroduce myself, because I felt like I was not the same athlete, the same person that I was last year. I think we all just need to work on improving ourselves, making big transformations in our life to make us better people on a whole, and to live at a gold level mentality, to have that gold standard for whatever it is that you're doing in life. And when you start to have that value on your life, you will see that you will start to transform, and that everything around you will start to transform, and it will only transform for the better.
That is an excellent message to give to the global audience today, Siobhan, because one thing caught my let me reintroduce myself. That is correct. Transformation is all about one thing, and it represents evolving. That means we are not the same person we were a year ago, let alone 5, 10, 20 years back. Transformation truly represents the evolution of humanity. That means what you just said right now. We have to continually work in who we are to become better people. To share with my global audience as I'm interviewing you as well, Siobhan, and that is my own personal quote, and this is what it is: because we are transformation. It begins with our thoughts, the choices we make, and what we are creating for ourselves. That means that transformation is infinite. It never ends. We always have to work on who we are. We should always raise the bar. And I like what you stated, the gold mentality. That is incredible. I love that statement that everyone out there has to have a gold mentality. Is that not right?
Yes.
I want you to tell Siobhan, the global audience, where they can find you in your social media, where they can purchase your new single, Hot Girl, because I know I'm going to be doing that in support of you. I know that you've got the global audience supporting you. You've got my support. I know that you can make it this 2016 to accomplish both your goals of a Grammy for your music and as an artist, and also for the gold medal. Where can the global audience find you in your social networks and on your website?
Well, you can find me at onesiobhanstoddard.com. Like I said, that was SHEVONSTODDART.com. Also, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and you can find me underneath my name. So if you put in Siobhan Stoddard, I will come up. And also, I performed this past weekend my single at the LA Convention Center. So that performance is out there too. So definitely check it out.
And I'm really excited. Go ahead, tell them where to download it.
You can download it on SiobhanStoddard.com. You will find the link there, so you can download it, and it helps me get to the Olympics and, you know, be a part of Team Stoddard.
Okay, awesome. We are Team Stoddard, Siobhan. We know that you are going to make it. No doubt that you are going to accomplish this. You have come this far throughout all these years to be who you are today. Not only to be talented and gifted in all of your abilities, Siobhan, but also a positive influence to the young people today.
Sorry?
Is there any message that you'd like to give the global audience before we go today?
Well, definitely, I would just like to say to definitely follow me this year, going up into next year, and you know, and so on, because I have a lot of exciting things prepared for the year, and you know, follow me, and hopefully you'll be inspired, and I'll help you go after your goals as well. So
you're definitely an inspiration, Siobhan. I couldn't be more excited to have had you today on the Global Transformation Show. Just know that we are Team Stoddard, that we are supporting you with the Olympic gold medal. We're also supporting you as an artist. Are there any appearances that you are going to be making, Siobhan, anytime soon that you'd like our global audience to attend or to be there in support of?
Well, definitely, I have appearances on the track and off the track. So, so definitely, you know, go to my website, follow me on, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, because I always post my performances there. So definitely follow me.
And to everyone out there in Jamaica, I know you are very, very proud of Siobhan. I know you as well will be cheering her on. And the world, you know, around the world, you have your fans, Siobhan. I know I'm cheering you on. I couldn't be more proud of you. Also, as a producer and the host of the Global Transformation Show, to have you as a star guest. I want to thank you for being on the Global Transformation Show today, Siobhan. Thank you so much for making an appearance. Thank you for being, you know, such a powerful force in the young people today, not only as an Olympic champion, but a music artist. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and to all my global audience out there, I want to thank you for watching this evening. Stay tuned in, you know, follow Siobhan Stoddard on Twitter, go to her website, find out what she's up to, what her latest appearances will be, and be there in support. And as always, everyone, it's about a new world, a new journey, that of global transformation. This is Connie, Avila-Von Leitner. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you, everyone, for watching.